Instead of farming max and stage gem like I normally do, even though there's a max vid right here, we're not gonna watch it today. We're gonna watch someone that we don't normally watch. You might recognize their voice already. It looks like a little shorty. It's from Theory Fighter. I actually like Theory Fighter. I never react to his videos, which is interesting. And yeah, really it's the title that got me. Negativity, content, disconnect, and fighting games. So let's see. I wonder, this could be a lot of stuff, right?
This is an unusual video for me because it's not about mechanics, systems, and nuance. It's about vibes, something I have very little experience in. To the shock of probably everyone who knows me as a person, the game that's completely captured me is 2X KO. It is good, I think. The way I typically enjoy fighting games is I come back from the gym around 7 AM, I play until work starts, either labbing or just fighting randoms to find situations to lab at a later date. The other thing to note about how I engage with fighters is I don't really go online and read or watch anything related to a new game that I'm playing. Finding new tech or what is good is fun to me, and having other people do it for me feels kind of like spoilers.
That's an interesting thing. We're talking early game, right? Okay, like if you watch this on LK Chronicles, before this, we're talking about how I learn characters and combos and stuff. When a new character or a new game comes out, I'm doing both. Like, I'm refreshing on Twitter, like OD. I'm refreshing on like a public thing with the hashtag OD, seeing what people are coming up with. Plus, I have my list of like, I should check out XYZ. I actually find it pretty interesting that he's like, yeah, I go out of my way to not do that.
I've been having a brilliant time in my own little world of discovery and touches of death, and that enjoyment is more important than any other optimization I'd learned from Twitter. However, over the Christmas period, I couldn't really play, which is a huge bummer, but whenever I can't play, that's when I start consuming content. The main thing I took away from this short stint on the socials wasn't the RSI inducing combos from SKD, it was the fact
My goat, SKD mentioned.
apparently everything is terrible. Game is dead, patch is awful, balance is bad, and I think Apology Man might have shot a guy. Turns out, according to the internet, everyone is unhappy except me. So here's a question I have to ask myself. Am I a raging moron? And
The eternal question, huh? Am I a fucking idiot for not agreeing with everyone else? The important thing, for sure, is that if you're having fun, that is all that matters. Truth be told, I've been here many times. I've been in this place many times. Trust me. Occasionally, I'm agreeing with everybody. In certain games, I'm agreeing with everybody. In certain games, I'm disagreeing with people. In Dragon Ball, at the beginning, I thought it was so bad I was going to quit. Kizzy told me not to quit and told me to play Trunks. Then I was like, okay. And then the game was fun. But then for other games like Persona, I was like, wait, people don't understand how good this game is actually. Or like this game, fucking Strive. I was like, people don't understand how good this game is. I guess it depends on where you are in fighting games. So like, if you're deciding how to casually spend your time, many people telling you the game is bad or not fun or stupid, I could imagine it influencing somebody. Again, I feel like I talk about Brian F a lot, but he likes DNF Duel. I don't like DNF Duel. I also have realized that some people listen to what I have to say about fighting games on the internet. So I don't talk about how I don't like DNF Duel very often. I actually talk about it basically never. Because I was like, low-key, I'm like, yo, someone might just like parrot what I say about DNF without fucking booting the shit up. But the important thing is like, if you vibe with it, and for fighting games, it's usually not about the game itself. Like, do you like the game? It is usually about, do you like the character you're playing? If you like the character you're playing, that can put you through so much. You can literally just talk shit about the game. It's actually, this reminds me of a real life story that I feel like I might have told on stream recently. I went to Celtic Throwdown 2019 in Dragon Ball. Funny because this person was in stream chat and they gave me a prime, but I was there for Beast Coast person, my homie, and we were going out drinking and having fun. And we were in a bar that was 2 bars. I don't know how else to describe it. It was a bar, but there was a bar connected to a bar. So I go to the second bar, like through the hallway, there's like another bar. And I meet a lady from Birmingham, okay? And she's just shitting on the nation of Ireland while I'm talking to her. And after about an hour, I'm like, why are you here then if you fucking hate this place so much? And she's like, I'm on holiday, like that. So that's gotta be you. I could shit on Dragon Ball nonstop, and then I'm like, oh, but by the way, Go Tanks is peak. Roshi, back in the day, peak. Broly, peak. As long as you have something you like in the game, it doesn't really matter how bad the game is. And truthfully, many competitive fighting games are technically bad by a certain definition I have, but that's not for today's.
There's this weird thing in all forms of media critique where negativity feels objective and positivity feels subjective. Problem is,
that's a very interesting sentence. How do you weigh the things you like versus the things you don't, though? There's like a meter. You know, you see these meters at the bottom of the screen. You know, like Darius has 0 meter and Ari has 1. There's like a meter, or there's like a grid or something for me personally. I'll talk about me personally, right? If the meter reaches a certain line, there's a line that if the line gets crossed, I'm like, okay, fuck this game. So as long as it doesn't cross a certain line, I'm good. As long as it doesn't cross a certain line. I don't even play a top tier in this game. I think the game is fun. And even though there's stuff that pisses me off in this game. There's stuff that pisses me off in every fighting game. That's just the nature of the genre, competitive. The thing is, a bunch of the games I dropped in the past, I mostly was like, I'm wasting my time placing. It wasn't that I thought. So here's an example. I played Injustice 2 for a couple months. You might be able to find footage of me playing.
Shoulder filling the screen and the teleport.
Teleport by Supergirl, letting her get in on so many against Zone.
Get the combo into the hard knockdown right on top of the mix-up. Cancels into the float, the double overhead. And Lord Knight going for the optimal stuff. But Scanador fighting back.
That was a perfectly timed flip out by Lord Knight, knowing exactly when to do it. Supergirl.
Yeah, that's
Okay, yeah. Right, that's me. I'm playing Seylor. Yes, I played this game. Yes, I'm a polar bear in Arlington, Texas. I was on this game. And then I switched to Atrocitus because I thought his mix was better. Why would you? Sonic Fox told me to play. I would say Sonic was like, yo, you should just play this game and try to win some money because you're good. That was it. And I was like, I guess you're right. And I played it for 3 months. And I was like, yo, it's not that I don't like the game. I just feel like I'm wasting my time. That's why I stopped playing this. That's also why I stopped playing SF5. SF5? Do you want to see another fucking polar bear in Arlington, Texas moment? This exists?
Here today.
Oh, we got a Karen Mirror. Okay.
Yeah.
We're struggling with the names? That's definitely me though. I'm definitely the right one. Yeah, I'm definitely the right one.
Good
I'm
enough?
going in. Yep. Oh shit, wait.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Oh, he's dead. Another blonde. This is one of the best performing characters in SF5. No, this was a good. Actually, I played this character because Mago was playing her. That was the big reason. There was 2 reasons. Mago was playing this character, and she wasn't in Street Fighter 4. That was my criteria. But both this game and Injustice 2, there should be footage of me playing Hayate, the Canadian NRS player who plays Kai. He's from NRS. There should be footage of him like fucking me. He shit on me so hard that I was like, I'm wasting my time. I was more like, why am I playing this game? Like, see, the thing is, I feel like if I think a game is bad, I stop like 2 or 3. I stop quick. There are games that people say suck that I'm like, yo, Loki, this game is kind of cooking after a patch or 2 or something. But
it is so much easier to point out what's bad about something than what's good, because ultimately what I enjoy is a matter of taste. Don't get me wrong, reviews are a thing and there is language and understanding that lets us define something as good, but it's hard, like really hard to be objective about it. The thing is, sometimes bad things exist in games, but you cannot care. Echo and Yasuo being too good, if you look online, is the narrative that's dominating discourse, and it is true. They are in a lot of teams, but it's also a game with 10 characters. No matter who the best.
this is the truth about team games, though. Like team games, the thing is that this is one of my big problems with team games. The things you do have to be accessible and strong. You cannot finesse in a team game. You can. Okay, by the way, you can finesse in a team game. What I mean is you can't play some team that requires finesse like 95% of the time. Like really precision is really, really hard to do because there's always something that's good and broken and easy to do. And that's what people are going to pick, especially early, especially with stakes. It happens in every fucking game. Happens in Marvel, everyone cries about fucking Zero May Cry. And then in Dragon Ball, everyone cries about Bardock Kid Buu and Kid Buu UI and that shit. And now it's Echo Yasuo. It's just a thing. And since a lot of people are trying to compete, that's why they fucking play that shit, you know? That's why they play it, because they're like, damn, it's hard to come up with this. It's hard to build up these strategies, and a lot of people are playing this. I could build on this. It's really good. It's really intuitive, and I could just fucking play. It's just inevitable. It's not because there's only a small cast of 12 characters right now. It's just the game could have dropped like every champion in League, frankly, and there would be a team that people are complaining about.
There's some dumb stuff in here that needs to be addressed, but God, some of you man are dramatic. If I was an outsider looking in,
dude, some of the when we do the volume 2 of check out my okay, I've been hating on Bridget, okay, but I don't go this far, right? There's a post of someone like, oh, check out my 6th Bridget gameplay. And it's a screenshot of the Führer on a PC with a mouse and keyboard and like someone next to him looking at the screen. And I'm like, okay, I don't like Bridget, but really? Is there not something else you could use? Like, do we gotta go that far?
to our scene, or at very least this game, I'm just not trying to get involved. It looks frankly miserable. There is this infectious negativity throughout all discourse that makes
Yes, I also agree with this too. It is way easier and more fun to enjoy the game when you hang out with people who think the game is fun too and enjoy the game too. That's one of the best things about having like a training partner group. It's like everyone loves the game. If it's all people who like the game and they want to practice the game and be good at the game.
it really doesn't even matter what fighting game we're talking about. I hear old games are bad. Is this the old school footsies I've been hearing about all the fucking time?
I think those jokes are funny, by the way. At least.
New games, oh yeah, they're just dumbed down games for tourists. Do we literally enjoy anything at this point? Have I
My goat. You want to know a game I think about this a lot with, actually, is Third Strike. I think like Third Strike and like MVC2 are like top 2, top 3 fighting game tourist games, but also they're cool fucking games. You know, like when I sit and think about it, or like when I watch, I'm like, the game's cool. My problem is always what motherfuckers say about the games. Even games I've played, Exert, right? Or games I've had a passing time like with ACR, or like games I invested a shit ton in, like fucking Blaze Blue and Persona. General game, like game is good, game is bad discourse, I mostly feel like it's a waste of time, because it shouldn't be game is good, game is bad. Many of these games are technically bad. Okay, I guess I have to talk about it. What is my definition of a good fighting game and not a good fighting game? When I say a game is good and a game is bad, what I mean is generally what my perception of the win conditions in the game. If I have the perception that many of the characters' win conditions in the fighting game are lean towards unfair or are unfair, so we're talking about looping set play, really overwhelming zoning, really overwhelming shit, or powerful shit, I will say the game is bad or leans towards bad. If the game has a lot of like, you got to open the person up, you have to elicit reactions, it's a slower game, it's more about with punishing, like high-low type shit, I'll lean more towards the game is good. Sounds like, yeah, Strive is not a good game, technically. It's a bad game. It has a lot of unfair shit. But it's a fun game. It's a fun game. It takes skill, and you can overcome the bullshit with your own bullshit and strategies, right? There's a line where it's too much. Exert is bad. Yes, I say Exert is bad all the time. By my definition, Exert is bad. By my definition, most fighting games I've competed in are not good fighting games. Launch Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, for example, was a good game. There's only like a couple of really, it's like Fairy and like Ladiva. That's it, I think. Those are the only, and Lancelot. Only like 3 characters had mix. And then like, what do? It's a game about whiff punishing. It's not, Lowain did have mixed in that version. Eliciting reactions, whiff punishing, conditioning, all the stuff that people say they want in a fighting game, by the way. All the stuff that people say that they want in a fighting game. That is a good fighting game. Is it fun? Up to your discretion. I had fun. I thought Catalina was a blast, but someone else might not have enjoyed the game that much. That's just how we ended up talking about it in our circles. I've been trying to say more fair versus unfair, but I still say it the old way sometimes.
I wasted my life doing the thing I love, and none of this would be that bad if it wasn't so relentless.
I think the devs know that they have to play a careful balance between making the game fair and unfair. You go all the way back to Melty. Melty has the fucking ridiculous cross-up protection. Throw protection is another one. Absolute guard is another one. I don't like unfair, but we'll tolerate it. Yeah, I'm the same. Like, basically, I'm like, this is bullshit, but like, also, I'm doing bullshit, and the bullshit I'm doing is fun. So, do you think Strive... I don't think Strive would be considered... It is unfair. I don't think it is. Have you lost to Gold Lewis and thought, man, that was really fair what just happened to me?
Negativity has contaminated the world so much that it's hard to actually experience joy without the overwhelming feeling that you're not clever enough to see how bad it is. Critique should be a good thing, and it often is. Games have gone from absolute garbage to beloved entries to franchises with patches. The response to games actually needs to be relative to its problems. A good game with some overtuned characters and some jank is not a death sentence, it's just an inevitable path of the course, and we kind of have to treat it like so. It all just bums me out, honestly, because I go to my locals, I play games with friends, and man, I just love it so much.
What a king, man. Truth be told, this shit puts such a smile on my face, man. If you enjoy it, just do it. You know what I mean? Especially if it's like a video game. You know, because like going back to like hyperbole shit, right? It's like, yeah, he likes 2X. You know, he goes to his local, he's playing it, he's having a blast. He's just doing what he enjoys. And someone like, oh, he's just doing what he enjoys. He's enjoying some shit, so he's just doing what he enjoys. Then he should enjoy some heroin or something, right? And I'm like, bro, can we just not? The thing is that there's, especially for a fighting game, because your experience is gonna vary depending on what you do in the game. So if you enjoy what you do in the game, even if there's stuff that's not good about the game, you're gonna like it.
Do you know what I did when I stopped enjoying any of the current trendy fighters? I learned Third Strike and Virtua Fighter, which made me love fighting games all over again. I just think if you're not trying to fun max playing games, you're probably just doing it wrong. It's a hobby, one that's meant to bring you joy. When people tell you to go to locals, it's not just because you get to compete offline and improve as a player, it's because you would get the privilege of being surrounded by people who love the same thing as you.
I feel like this has been coming up a lot in the past couple of videos and discussions we have about how much of a fucking psychopath I am. Are you never tempted to shit on some games for impressions? I have done that. I told myself I will not do it anymore. It's not worth it. Honestly, if that's what you need to do views, bro, then that's you, bro. That's not me, bro. I did that before, and it was Skullgirls, and someone from the Skullgirls community, who is a friend now, was like, why the fuck did you do that? That was fucking mean, and like, it's also not true, low-key. And I was like, I was just joking. And he's like, well, I hate when people make this joke about my game. And then I was like, damn, you know what? I did to Skullgirls what people did to Melty Blood. I really hated it when people did it to Melty Blood. So I was like, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't make fun of people's games like that. Insert low fruit. Dude, anytime I see Melty bathroom, I fucking like bite my lip so hard I start bleeding, bro. Truth be told.
So yeah, next time someone shows you a Steam chart or tells you what you're doing is stupid and a waste of effort, realize they don't care and they're not worth your time. Especially when you could be at a house session or on Discord with people who actually want to play fighters, not just complain about them for fucking engagement. And if you think there is no place for you in the scene, realize that it is big. It spans the world. No matter what you like, you will find a group of people who are similar.
Yeah. I think it was fitting. Dude, I made this video. Sometimes, I mean, I haven't gone to some of them, but like, I remember going to a TSB and like, I was like, oh, I'm only in Strive. Like, they had Strive and like Exert and probably like Melty and BB. When I went to the TSB, people thought I went to the TSB because, you know, for other shit. And I was like, no, I'm here for Strive only. They're like, dude, who's holding you hostage? Like, come on, man. I'm like, no, dude, I like the game. The game is fun. It's a fun game. Like, it just is. It's a fun game. I like the game. I want to practice the game. I'm here to practice the game. And they're like, why? And I just tell them a bunch of shit that I like about the game. And they're like, valid. And I'm like, yeah. So, Guilty Gear people think Guilty Gear is better than every other fighting game, right? Including other Guilty Gear games. But, like, dude, we're circling back, right? You're doing the thing that other games did to you. You're doing that thing. Like, people were like, Melty Blood. When I started Melty Blood, Melty Blood was for Guilty Gear and Third Strike rejects. That was the big Melty Blood thing. And of course, there was the BBs for babies for like